The moment you whispered, "I am unlucky, I came to speak with you." Is it truly the fault of luck? I do not think so. Nothing goes well. Relationships are strained, your body feels heavy, and things just don't go your way. Everything seems to backfire. The reason for this does not lie in the outside world. The answer lies within you, in your Nen. Nen is the invisible power that rises from the depths of your soul, constantly radiating outward. Even though you cannot see it, it spreads, creating a kind of vibration. If your Nen is unclear, clouded, or weak, it begins to pull in unfortunate events and troubles. But if your Nen is clear and strong, it naturally attracts good people, good opportunities, and good fortune. This is not a metaphor, it is a real force. Nen is not an inborn talent, it is something that can be trained. I once taught that training your Nen is the same as polishing your soul. It is a form of spiritual martial arts to bring your soul closer to the light. The misfortune you currently face is not your destiny. By training your Nen, the flow will change and your future can be altered. Chapter 1. The invisible power that changes destiny. When I use the word Nen, I am not speaking of mere thoughts or wishes. I am referring to a deeper, stronger power residing in the core of your soul. Nen is the vibration your soul emits, a crystallization of your will accumulated deep in your heart. I have called this the invisible power. Some people work hard but are never rewarded. Some live honestly, but their lives are full of hardship. On the other hand, others naturally attract support from those around them, and things fall into place one after another. What is the difference? I declare this. The difference is the quality of their Nen. Nen has a vibration. That vibration influences space, people, and events. A bright, strong, and clear Nen attracts good connections and good events. Conversely, a weak and murky Nen creates a chain of misfortune and hardship. I have taught that Nen is a vibration. A vibration creates phenomena. This means that your inner state is directly reflected in your outer reality. The thoughts you repeat in your mind, the words you speak, the emotions you accumulate, all of these form your Nen and shape your future destiny. Nen holds a stronger power than you realize. And what's troubling is that this power is constantly being emitted, whether you are aware of it or not. This is why a thoughtless, "It's probably impossible," can sometimes make misfortune a reality. But have peace of mind. Nen can be changed through training. It is not an inborn trait. You can polish, refine, and train it through your daily life. A well-ordered Nen becomes a power that protects you, guides you, and creates miracles. If you have a future you wish to realize, I ask that you first look at your Nen. Though it is unseen, it certainly exists and holds the power to shake the very foundation of your life. I believe Nen is the language of the soul, a vibration that resonates with heaven and earth. Chapter 2. The 3 practices to train your Nen. 1. The Morning Nen. I have always emphasized the importance of the Morning Nen. It is a vital practice for preparing your soul and aligning your vibration with heaven and earth at the start of the day. I am certain that the flow of your entire day is determined by the kind of energy you emit the moment you wake up. A person's Nen begins to be emitted the moment they open their eyes. If you utter a complaint, that Nen creates a heaviness in your surroundings and clouds your luck. But if you speak words of gratitude and hope, that vibration becomes a light that envelops you. I have recommended speaking a Nen of light in the morning. It is not difficult. Short declarations like, "I am grateful to be alive today," or "I will live with a clear heart today," can have a huge effect on your soul. Nen's power is maximized when it is spoken aloud. Words released from your mouth vibrate the air, refine your surroundings, and settle your heart. Even if it's a small voice, your soul begins to move in that direction when you hear it yourself. This is not just a theory. I have seen many people restore their lives with the power of the Morning Nen. 2. Purifying Nen. I have said countless times that the quality of Nen is clouded not by what is emitted, but by what is held on to. Negative thoughts like anger, jealousy, or despair arise in everyone's heart at some point. That itself is not bad, but the problem is leaving them untouched, holding on to them, and letting them fester. You have probably experienced this yourself. When voices inside you say, "Why me?" or "I can't forgive that person," your heart becomes clouded and your body feels heavy. If these dregs of thought are allowed to seep into the depths of your soul, it becomes difficult to emit a light-filled Nen. This is why I have taught that the training of Nen must first begin with purification. Purifying Nen is not about forcibly suppressing murky thoughts. It is about becoming aware of them and allowing them to flow away properly. The most accessible and effective method is purification through Kodadama, the power of words. For example, when you feel anger or impatience, take a deep breath and quietly say, "My heart is in the process of clearing. These thoughts flow away like the wind. I will transform this moment into light." These words have the power to calm the soul's vibration and gradually purify a heavy, stagnant Nen. I have taught that negative Nen should be washed away with Kodadama. 3. Aligning Nen and action. One of the most important practices I have taught is the alignment of Nen in action. This teaching strikes at the heart of why some people who wish for something fail to act, and why some who say they believe still harbor doubt. Nen is not just about thinking. Nen is the will of the soul, the driving force that moves your reality. But if that Nen is inconsistent with your words and actions, its vibration becomes chaotic, and the flow of heaven and earth also stagnates. You become like a boat without a rudder, unable to reach your destination. I once said, alignment of words and actions is the path to ride the divine flow. When your heart's thoughts, your spoken words, and your actions all come together as one, your Nen resonates with heaven and earth, spreading a strong and clear vibration. How can you align them? The key is sincerity. When you say thank you, do you truly mean it? When you decide to do something, do you follow through, even with a small step? This accumulation of sincerity purifies your Nen and stabilizes its power. Chapter 3. The Reversal of Destiny for a Trained Nen. The first major change that comes to a person who has trained their Nen is a natural sense of being protected. I have observed the flow of many people's destinies, and there was one thing that those with a well-ordered Nen had in common. A series of events would occur as if they were being watched over. They would narrowly avoid an accident, receive a helping hand in a difficult situation, or find an unexpected path forward in the face of despair. These coincidental acts of help become more frequent, as if they were inevitable. This phenomenon should not be dismissed as mere luck. There is a clear reason for it. When your Nen is ordered, the vibration you emit begins to influence your surroundings. That vibration resonates with heaven and earth, taking form as a favorable flow. I have taught that a strong Nen invites divine protection. When your Nen is weak, your heart and your reality are easily swayed by external forces. But by training your Nen, you build an inner pillar that can't be shaken. No matter how much the outside world sways, if that pillar stands firm, you can remain calm and make the necessary decisions. It is not about suppressing emotions. It is about having the space to handle them properly without being consumed by them. I have taught that a calm person has a ship that does not sink. Finally, a person who has trained their Nen eventually experiences a change where their desired future quietly and surely begins to move into reality. I have called this the natural flow that occurs when the vibrations of the soul and reality align. Your dreams are not just hopes, they become reality. Nen is a blueprint for your future, but it only works if you have the conviction to live that vibration in the present moment. I have spent my life teaching that a believed-in Nen is what shapes destiny. You might feel unlucky, but the true nature of misfortune may simply be an untrained Nen. Nen is the vibration of your soul, the invisible power that creates your reality. You can train your Nen starting today. The words you speak in the morning, the courage to release negative thoughts, and the sincerity to align your words and actions, all of these will make your Nen strong and clear. I have spent my life conveying the hope that anyone can rebuild their life through Nen. That power is already within you. You just need to awaken and polish it. If you feel powerless, your Nen is simply sleeping. Awaken it, train it, and the chain of misfortune will be broken. Please light the flame in your heart today. It can be a small flame, but by nurturing it day after day, your Nen will become a light that illuminates your life. Thank you for listening. Like and subscribe for more.